morning. Excuse the robe and, the usual. I just needed to make this video today to, even if it's just remind myself the reason why I need to change back to thyroid rather than thyroid S. Even though it might be a complete coincidence and it's got nothing to do with it, I think I need to change back. I was saying I might change back in a week or two. I was thinking about doing it. Well, it's definitely, I'm doing it. I'm going to change the, I had my pill boxes all sorted out. I'll do 4 weeks at a time, and I'm on the last week now. I think I might either change it, the thyroid in those sections today, or leave it to, I've only got till Sunday and then change them then. Because, oh my God, period pain. Unbelievable. Can you remember when I was saying that, because I've always had really bad period pains. I started really, I think it was like 16 when I started, and they've always been agony. And, like to the point of where you absolutely doubled over. It's like being stabbed and kicked in the back at the same time, but the stabbing pain, and you know what it's like. But it would be really, really bad, and I've collapsed with the pain before now, and I just assumed that's what all girls were like. But apparently, as I've got older, I'm not as shy to talk about it. I found out, excuse me, I've got something in my eye. I found out that not everybody's like that. Some are worse and some aren't that bad. But I used to dread what childbirth would be like. If I can be in so much pain from a period pain that I can double over or collapse, that's going to be much, much worse. But I actually think perhaps that's why my experience of childbirth was way better than I could ever have imagined. I'm wondering if it's because I've been in so much pain before that actually it wasn't as painful as I thought it would be. Does that make sense? Because in the end I didn't have any painkillers, not really, because even though I wanted everything possible on my sheet, they'd make you do a sheet before you go in, and I was like, prefer, I'd like a cesarean, I'd like an epidural, I want all the pain relief, it was all on there. And all they offered me when it all kicked off was paracetamol. Well, that's not going to touch it, is it? I've been eating those like sweets since I was 16. And the other thing was the gas and air. I had to go with that, and I really didn't like it because it made me feel completely off my head. But instantly off your head. It's not like when you've had a few drinks and you start to get a bit merry, and that's me. I didn't like the feeling, so I wouldn't use that. They kept saying no to the epidural because they hadn't realised quite how far along I was, because apparently I was quite calm and everything. And then things got really, really a bit heated, and all of a sudden it went from having one midwife in the room to there was like a doctor, and there was a couple more nurses. There was I'm sure the cleaner was in there at some point. There was loads of people, and then the man who gives the epidural, he came running in, but by then the contractions were so close together I couldn't even count. I think it was couldn't even count to 10. But they give you a test a bit first to see if you're going to be okay with it. By the time my husband had held me still, and along with the midwife, and he put it in, the baby came out before it actually took effect. So technically I did have painkillers, but really I didn't, because he was out before it was needed. And to be honest with you, afterwards, it didn't actually do anything. It didn't deaden that area. Most people have told me that, they couldn't, well, even the nurses said that, I'd need to stay in the bed for a bit, and I wouldn't probably be able to walk around for a bit because I'd be a bit wobbly. As soon as the baby was born, and I think they took him to do something quick. God, isn't that awful? I can't remember now. It was all a blur. I was out of the bed tidying up and packing my bag and everything, because I knew there was people waiting to get in, and I didn't want to hold anybody up. So anyway, that pain to me personally wasn't as bad as some of the period pains I'd had in the past. Sounds bizarre, doesn't it? But that's how I feel about it. So then for when I went on to the thyroid, the period pains lessened a lot, and it was great. You know, like I was still getting period pain, but they weren't as severe. They weren't as long, because, you know, I could have them for, you know, the run up where you're all sore around the chest and achy and just blah, would be like for a week or two running up to it, and then the actual event would be horrendous and would be at least a week, a full week. So so yeah, that lessened. And then when I went on the T3, oh my gosh, it was amazing. I didn't get period pain. I had one day in the month where I was a bit like, feel a little bit, well, that's a bit uncomfortable. But apart from that, it was completely fine. Then I swapped to the Thyroid S, and they've gradually become more painful, more painful, and more painful. And then today, unbelievable. It was like, I mean, I'm laughing now because I'm having a bit of a break from it. It seems to go like that. It was like, it reminds me about of being back in the hospital. And it just reminds me of a contraction. It just, oh, the pain. You know what I mean? It is awful, isn't it? So yeah, that's pushed me to, I am swapping back in the hope that the period pains will lessen again. Do you know, I'm not so, you know, like, it takes as long as it takes. So, you know, if the actual event takes 7 days for me, you know, that's fine. It's the pain that goes with it. I don't understand as well. The same thing is happening with whether I'm on thyroid or Thyroid S or T3. But wonder what it is that makes it less painful. Like, why is it? It's like whatever's going on down there, the period pixies are wearing like spiked armour, and they've got drills and saws and hammers. Yeah, I'm not liking it. I mean, I'm laughing. I don't even know why I'm laughing. I feel like I could cry. It's horrible. So yeah, I'm gonna change over, and I don't even feel like I can take any pain relief, because I had during the night I was woken up with one of the migraines again, and I took one of the new tablets that the doctor gave me. I can't remember what they're called now. I think I said in one of the other videos. Oh, they work a treat. So I took one of those, but they're really strong. So I'm thinking, can you take a migraine tablet and take, you know, pain relief like a paracetamol or ibuprofen? Might have to ask the chemist later. So I'm too scared to do it. Because normally, you know, when you go to get paracetamol or something, and they'll say, don't forget you can't take blah, 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 or are you on any other medication? So best not do that. So I'll just have to grin and bear it. So that's it. Just a quick one to have a moan. Hope you're all okay. And I will speak to you soon. Bye for now. Ooh. Wait, no, I can't do it. Oh.